In today's lesson, you are going to practice finding the volume of cylinders. All cylinders have a circular base, and so therefore the formula is the same for all the problems today. Okay, to find the volume of any three-dimensional figure, you first find the area of the base and then just multiply it by the height. Well, in this case, our bases are always circles, so we have to use the formula for area of a circle, which is found right here, pi times radius squared, and then we multiply it times the height of the figure. Okay, let's talk about that radius. Some of these figures will give you the radius, just like the example that I have, but some of them will have a circle. I'm going to draw it the best that I can, and the line's going all the way across, and maybe it's marked with a 20. In that case, that's the diameter, and you have to change the diameter to a radius, and the way you do that is radius is equal to 1/2 of the diameter. So in that case, radius would be 10 if the diameter is 20. So if your line's going all the way across, that's your diameter, and just divide that number by 2 and use that for your radius. Okay, so to find the volume of my figure, I'm going to do volume is equal to, I'm going to do pi. You try to use the pi button because the answer key is based on you use the pi button. You should be able to, even if you're using a calculator on your phone, there should be a little button somewhere to change it to a scientific calculator so that you can see the pi button. Sometimes all you have to do is turn your phone and it automatically changes to a scientific. Otherwise, you can find them all over the place on the internet, that you should be able to find one available to use. All right, so I'm going to use the pi button, and then I'm going to multiply that times the radius squared. Well, my radius here is 12, so I'm going to do 12 squared, and then I'm going to multiply that times the height, which they're showing right here as a 6. So the first thing I need to do is figure out what 12 squared is, because the order of operations says always start with your exponents in this case. So that is 144. So my calculator work is going to be the pi button times 144 times the 6. So I'm going to go ahead and do that real quick. I go pi times 144 times 6, and I end up getting that the volume is equal to 2,714, and then I've got a bunch of decimals, and the reason is since pi goes on forever, so does this answer actually. So that's why we have to round to the nearest tenth, so it's going to be 2,714 point. Look at your second, the 3 says leave it alone, so 0.3. And again, what we've seen this week is we're always multiplying 3 things together technically, and so therefore volume is always your unit cubed. So there's my answer.